I had a feeling. I know it. Good job, Sophia, for this. I'll be sure to message her this on Snapchat later. Welcome to another reaction. This will be another Liv, aka Sophia reaction here. This is a bit ironic too, because this reaction will be going up right after the reaction I did on Ariel's video that she did the other day, Destruction Cat. So I think she took my advice on doing more of the My Story animated stuff. I think I'm not 100%, but this is probably reaction nonetheless. So I am glad Sophia uploaded today, and I'm gonna give her a suggestion later today as well to see if she can do another YouTube Tycoon Roblox video, because I enjoyed the two that she did so far. So I would like to see if she can do that some more. It's been a few weeks since she did it last, so. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into this reaction. This one is 15 minutes long. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, Sophia. I'm impressed here. She's getting better with this editing stuff. Holy crap. Liv Parker.
Hello everybody! Welcome back. Today we're going to be reacting to...
Yep, I was right. Another My Story animated. She took my advice on that, so she'll probably take my advice what I suggest to her later. That'll be after I do this reaction now.
The older I became, prettier I looked. From the same MSS previous My Story animated. Okay, let's get into this.
Hi, I'm Katie from New York. Before I tell you my story, please
Hello, Katie from New York.
Oh my god.
like and subscribe. My aunt said my parents had an accident when I was a baby, and since then, I've lived with her and my cousin Lucy. But you never...
Lucy looks like her cousin more than her mom. Did that just come to me?
Yes, another kid lived in this house. All the wall frames had pictures of just Aunt and Lucy. Lucy had the biggest room bursting with toys and books. Lucy had so many clothes, she had another room as a closet. And me? Well, I lived in the attic with her hand-me-downs. But I didn't care. All I ever really wanted was for Aunt to love me like she loved Lucy. So I did whatever Aunt asked me. I served her breakfast in bed, polished her shoes, painted her nails.
Cake in bed?
But somehow, she was just never happy. Once when I was 10, a new neighbor came to visit Aunt, and she looked awestruck when she saw me. What a beautiful child! That gorgeous red hair and those adorable dimples. Adorable? They're just dents in her face.
Dents in their face that look like...
Oh, guess we know who to hate in this story. The aunt. I don't know about the cousin yet. We'll have to find that out. This is like when I reacted to her Sniper Wolf reacting to Doryman video. That was the last video she did before this one. Yeah, that's crazy. I like that Sophia's doing these reactions. I encourage her to keep doing this. I might even do some myself, because it'll be good to branch out. I'm not saying I'm going to react to every single My Story animated video. I mean, it's different with the YouTubers I do react to so far, because it's, you know, it goes in like some form of an order and all that. So I'm reacting to Sophia and Ariel because, you know, they're really good friends and all that. So, and yeah, but still, I might actually start doing some of my own reactions to this. So, but I'm gonna wait a bit on that. Stick with what I got, because I just a couple little series of videos projects I want to do on my channel. So if I react to new channels, that's probably gonna be months away, probably winter time. So anyways, let's continue with this reaction.
They had like pearls in that areas. That's a dimple, stupid.
Stop smiling, Katie. You look like a moron. Go get us tea. I went to the kitchen, spat in Aunt's tea, and gave her the cup with a very serious face. There. But soon after I turned 13, my whole life was transformed. One day at breakfast, Aunt was going through the mail when suddenly she spat out her cereal.
Oh?
Oh?
Just then, I saw the letter she was reading had my name on it.
She got that from me, by the way. The O thing. Just want to give a heads up to this video.
Hey, what's that? But Aunt had already jumped off her chair, and she threw the letter in the
Dang. She doesn't want you to find out something.
fireplace. Why'd you do that? It was mine. I saw my name. And who would write to you? You didn't see anything. And she stormed off. I couldn't help thinking, who would write to me? A few days later, the doorbell rang and a postman was standing outside. Express delivery for Miss Katie? Suddenly, a flying figure pushed me aside and attacked the postman. Oh my God! Aunt! I tried snatching the letter from her, but she was off with it like a bullet. What the freaking turtle?
Well, it's a Mario and a Ninja Turtle reference. I did not expect that. God, I like this YouTuber here. This is My Story Anime. I might have to go to this person's channel and watch some videos. I'll save some to react to, of course, but I definitely want to watch a few off camera because I'm curious on the cool animations and of course the stories too. I mean, the story's interesting, just like the last one was. You know? So, anyways, let's continue.
What was she hiding?
Freaking what?
I was dying to find out, but the letters stopped coming. But one evening, when the bell rang, Aunt ran to open the door, and standing outside were 2 bodyguards with a wealthy-looking man. Can you explain what happened to the letters and plane tickets I sent for my daughter? Wait, what? Just then, the man spotted me, and his eyes welled up. Oh my God! You must be Katie! You look exactly like your mother. I'm your dad, sweetie. Dad?
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
This definitely reminds me of the last reaction I did for Sophia's channel. The whole Darman thing, because like in that instance we had the foster mom, this girl, and then the birth mom came back. Here we have, the daughter, the aunt, and then soon to be the father to show up here as we see right now. So this is the thing that's coming towards me. But yeah. But anyways, let's continue this reaction.
You're my dad? Why didn't you come for me before? He tearfully explained that he and Mom had gotten divorced before I was born, and she told him never to get in touch. He found out just recently that Mom had an accident so long ago, and he tracked me down. As we hugged tight, I turned around to Aunt. You made me think he wasn't even alive. And why were you keeping the letters from me? Because you don't deserve to go live like a princess. You should be my maid
Oh, yes, she does.
after everything
This person's no better than the foster mom in the Doorman video. Dear God.
I've done for you. You've used me all these years. Used you? I did everything you ever asked, just so you'd love me. Did you ever love me at all? Even a little? No. How could I? You're like a toothache that just never goes away. That's what I was? Dad told me to pack my things immediately. But before going, I made sure to rub Aunt's toothbrush inside the toilet.
Yes. Yes, Queen. Just like, go.
Then I took Dad.
Yeah, she did the right thing there. I mean, honestly, if I was in her position, if I was that girl dealing with that, all that, I would have done the same thing. I probably would have done worse than that, too. I'm not going to say it on YouTube, though. Just saying.
And left without even saying goodbye. We flew over to New York, and I was shocked at the size of Dad's mansion. In my room.
Good God. That is a big mansion from that's from New York. God.
It was 5 times bigger than Lucy's.
Good.
This was freaking awesome. As Dad was showing me around the house, I suddenly saw a tall woman staring at me coldly from a distance. Dad was married, so that must be my stepmom? Mary, there you are. Come meet Katie. But
Oh, 2 basic names. Mary and Katie. Perfect.
She's right about that. They are basic names. I mean, I've probably seen and met quite a few Katies and Marys in the past. Hell, I even dated a Katie like when I was in the middle school, beginning high. So, yeah. Katie and Mary are definitely basic names. She's right.
I just turned away and slammed the door behind her. Later that night, I walked past their bedroom to hear Dad and Mary talking in loud voices. It's her first day here, Mary. Think how unwelcome she must have felt. What about me. You just expect you'll bring a child home and I'll start loving her like she's my own? I crept away without hearing any more. Great. Another mom figure who already hated me. When I went down for breakfast the next morning, Dad greeted me with a smile, and so did Mary.
Surprisingly.
Sorry, Katie. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday. I hope you slept well? Yeah, as if she cared. When I asked Dad for the orange juice, Mary quickly got up to pour it for me, and she dropped the whole jug in my lap. Oh my God, what are you doing? I'm so sorry. It just slipped from my hands.
If you love your husband, you wouldn't be doing that to his daughter. I'm just gonna say that now.
No, you don't want me here, but you don't have to be so petty. With that, I stormed off. Her whole innocent act was fake, and she proved me right soon enough.
Oh my God. You just gotta love Sophia's reactions to that. That thing she does. She didn't really get that from me, but I think she did that. She thought of that on her own. So I called that one of her catchphrases, just like the Esquazame thing. Because I think I said some Among Us joke to Sophia like a week ago on Snapchat, and she responded by sending me a snap video and saying Esquazame. It was funny. Anyways, let's continue.
Yep. A few days later, I was walking over to the sofa in the living room when suddenly I tripped over something. I went flying straight into this weird statue, and I stared at the wreck in horror. Mary leapt up angrily from her armchair. Oh my God! How could you be so clumsy? Do you know what that's worth? Just then, Dad burst into the room, and behind him were some guests. What happened? We heard a loud crash. Oh, honey, Katie broke the statue by accident, but thankfully she's not hurt. Dad looked really upset but stayed silent. I couldn't stop myself, though. You were just shouting at me, but the minute Dad came in, you became an angel? What? No, I was just shocked. I didn't mean to shout. Stop acting, Mary. You just...
No. Excuse.
Want me to look bad in front...
I mean, her speaking up is the right thing. I will say this. Katie Person is not afraid to stand up for herself. It's something the last girl didn't have handled too well, but this one is different. So I've noticed that between the last reaction I did to Sophia to one of these videos to this one. So, anyways, let's continue. I have a bit to say in this video. I'm 12 minutes in already, and the video is only 7.
Dad, I think you tripped me up with your leg. What? You little brat, how dare you?
Hey.
You must have tripped on the carpet. That's enough. In case you both forget, we have guests. Kitty, please go to your room. I walked off angrily and slammed my door shut. I didn't trust her one bit. Dad got me enrolled in school soon, and I felt nervous walking into the huge building. A few kids were looking at me, and I smiled, and suddenly a bunch of boys were surrounding me. Oh my God, can you do that again? Do what? Smile, please smile again. I did, and all the boys just stared at me. What was wrong with my smile? Those dimples are so freaking cute. I could just look at them all day. Wow, these dents in my face? Boys like these? Just then, a girl pushed through the crowd. Get away from her, you morons! You're scaring her! Hi, I'm Veronica, and I don't have a redhead in my group. You look nice and rich, so we're friends now, okay? Well, she wasn't really giving me a choice. I was part of her popular girls gang now. I love my new school, but it started bothering me really soon that Veronica could be rather mean to other kids. I tried to tell her a few times, but she always says she was only joking. But then one day, I walked into the cafeteria, and I saw her and her friends making fun of a kid on crutches. No. Hey, Limpy, what would happen if I took away one of your legs?
I just heard Sophia go, again. Oh my God.
With that, she pulled away a crutch and he landed hard on the ground. Veronica, are you crazy? He's already hurt. Why are you bothering him? Oh, come on. We're just joking around. But it's not funny. You're just being a...
Okay. There's joking and then there's being cruel. And what Veronica was doing to that kid on crutches is definitely cruel. It kind of reminds me of this one McJuggernuggets video. It was serious, but still, the concept of it. Jesse thought his cousin Tom was faking when he was on crutches, and it turned out that he wasn't. And yeah, because, Jesse literally took the crutch out from under Tom. Tom fell. So, yeah, there's a good comparison compared to this little scene right here that we're seeing. So, but yeah, hopefully this has a good end to it. This girl in the story seems nice enough. She doesn't deserve the crap that's been handed to her whole childhood. And we're at the part where she's like 14 now in this story, so the story goes back to when she was like a baby or something. But anyways, let's continue.
Jerk bully! Hey, no one talked to me like that, tomato girl. She pounced on me and pinned me against the wall. I pushed her back and she went crashing straight into the chemistry teacher walking by. He dropped all the bottles he was holding, and the vile smell of chemicals had everyone gagging and running out of there. And Veronica and I got suspended for a week. Dad would be so disappointed. When I went down that evening to tell him, he wasn't in his study, but I found freaking Veronica poking her nose through his things. She just picked up a pen and put it in her pocket. What are you doing in my house? Your house? You live here? Since when? You're interrogating me, you thief? Put that pen back right now, or else. Or else? What does that even mean? I leapt at her, trying to reach her pocket as she fought back and screamed. Suddenly, we were pulled apart by Mary and another woman. This witch attacked me! She's the one who got me suspended too, Mom! Katie, Veronica is my guest. Her mom and I are friends. What's going on here? I guess I just have better taste in friends than you. I brushed past her and stormed off. Of course Mary was friends with awful people like herself. A few days later, Dad was away on a business trip, and someone quietly opened my door at midnight. To my surprise, it was Mary, with a hand behind her back. What do you want? Your dad told me it's your birthday, and I just came to say, well, happy birthday. She stepped forward with a cake with candles on it. I never had a birthday cake before. I thanked her awkwardly, and she sat down on the bed. Katie, I think we got off on the wrong foot, and I'd really like to start over. Maybe we can get to know each other better?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Sophie has the right mind there. I don't think I trust that. She already tried to be fake when Katie first arrived at this mansion. Why would she change now?
Nada.
She looked really sincere, and I wondered if I'd judge her too quickly. Yeah, I think I'd like that, Mary. We started hanging out more, and I found myself actually liking her. She took me to lovely cafes, shows, and galleries around New York. She had the best taste in clothes, and shopping with her was so much fun. And soon after Dad returned, Mary threw me the most amazing birthday party ever. It was the best day of my life. A couple of months later, there was a dance in
How about that? But I still have my suspicions. I'm not letting my guard down on this Mary character yet.
school, and I'd been asked out by this new boy who had all the girls drooling. That evening, I wore a gorgeous dress Mary had picked out for me. She'd even done my hair and makeup. I received so many compliments, and my date just couldn't keep his eyes off of me. We were slow dancing to a song when suddenly, someone pulled the back of my dress really hard, and I heard the fabric rip. Oh my God! I turned around in horror to see Veronica grinning and holding part of my dress, but everyone was staring at my back, at a long, ugly scar. I had had it since I was 7, when I fell down the stair once. Look, Marcus, look at that disgusting thing on her back. It's like she's freaking Frankenstein. Suddenly, I leapt forward and slapped her hard. The only monster here, Veronica, is you. I ran out in angry tears and got into my car. I didn't care if anyone knew about my stupid scar, but the only person who could have told Veronica about it was Mary. She'd seen it when she was helping me try on a dress one day. I burst into the living room and started screaming. How could you be such a witch, Mary? You almost made me believe you cared about me. What are you talking about? What happened to your dress? Veronica ripped my dress because you told her about this scar. Even Dad doesn't know. I only told you. And you thought it could be something you'd tell Veronica to use against me? You're the most horrible person I know. You're even worse than my aunt.
Yeah, that's why I didn't let my guard down. I knew something like this was going to happen. Don't trust the stepmoms. Common thing that happens.
I hate you! As I cried furiously in my room, Dad came in and hugged me. Sweetheart, there must be some mistake. Mary wouldn't do this. She would. She did. No one else could. Don't defend her, Dad. Just don't. If Veronica thought I was gonna be embarrassed and hide, she was so wrong. I went back to school the next day, expecting weird looks and comments. But what happened left me shocked. The principal walked in during the first lesson and said, "The entire class came to me this morning to complain of an incident at the dance yesterday. And there is no way that I will tolerate this kind of behavior in my school. Veronica, you're expelled." As Veronica stared at her in horror, the whole class erupted into cheers and applause. This totally made up for everything.
That's what you get. That's what you get, you blonde-haired... Oh, you're lucky this is YouTube, Veronica. You're lucky this is YouTube.
And when I got home that afternoon, I heard screams from the living room. It was Veronica's mom. No one had been spying on Katie. Your stupid maid saw her scar one day and told us. And so what? My daughter played a harmless little prank and now she deserves to be expelled? Her entire future destroyed? All because of that stupid, disfigured, red-haired witch? Don't you dare talk like that.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. I'll have to label my opinion on this Mary character when the story is done. I'm gonna talk about this whole thing when it's done. Just saying.
My daughter. And with that,
Go Mary! Go Mary! Go
Yes,
Mary!
go Mary. Thank God.
Mary punched her. Get out of my house.
That would be me, honestly. That would be me, honestly. Oh my.
I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, if Sophia was in either Mary's or Katie's position, she would have done that. I mean, earlier in the story, Katie slapped Veronica, so...
God.
You are not welcome here, ever! As the butlers led her out.
Oh,
and she
yes.
Screaming. Mary suddenly saw me, and I started to cry. I'm so sorry, Mary, for thinking it was you. I've had a hard time believing you could really care for me. I heard of you the first day. You said you couldn't love me like your own, and I guess I've been scared to love you, in case you didn't love me back. Oh, darling, I said that, yes, because I couldn't love you right away. It was also new for me, too. I've never been anyone's mom, but I've tried so hard to get to know you and love you, and I really do now, Katie. I love you.
Yeah.
You're my daughter as much as your dad's now.
Yeah.
I love you too, Mom.
Whoa! Well, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.
She did an outro, too? Good job, Sophia. Wow, that was a really good video, and I also like that Sophia did really good with the edits too, her intro and her outro. So let's talk about the story. Alright, so growing up, Katie had to deal with what I would call an abusive aunt, and her mom, then when she turned 13, her dad found her. She moved into the big mansion that her dad was in, and it was this stepmother called Mary. Now, I wasn't really liking Mary right away. In fact, I wasn't sure if I could trust her, but the end of that story redeemed Mary's character. Because Mary's character did seem kind of wicked. Because, the fake attitude she put on when Katie first arrived and all that. Then when her dad went on a business trip, this is in the high school era, when she was in high school, 14, 15 years old, something like that, that she, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a moment, give me 1 minute. Oh yeah, her dad went on a business trip, and then Mary started acting nice, right? And taking her shopping, taking her to museum exhibits and the other stuff too. And then when it came to the dance, an incident with that Veronica character, which is the typical girl bully that you normally would see in high school, right? I didn't deal with that in high school, but I dealt with the girl bully in middle school, so I've seen what girl bullies are like in real life. And ironic enough, this girl boy I remember from 6th grade had blonde hair too. But now the whole popularity and all that stuff. Any school I went to, it was never really like that. They just do this popular kids thing in TV shows and series and stories because it makes the story interesting, and I get why. I'm sure some schools are actually like that, just none that I've been to. You know? So, that's what I have to say about that. Anyways, the Veronica girl got what was coming to them because, but Veronica and Katie were suspended for a week. Then when with that dance and that scar, I was like I said earlier in this reaction, this is why I didn't let my guard down with Mary. But as the story continued, with the, Veronica's mom and all that, Katie dropped on a conversation between Mary and Veronica's mom, and good thing she was eavesdropping too, because she realized she was wrong about Mary, and Mary's ready to be her stepmom now, like her actual mom. She probably wouldn't be considered step. Not like I consider her, but I always considered her a step, not an actual. But anyways, yeah, this was a good story to say the least. And Sophia, if you watched this whole reaction, I really hope you do another one of these reactions. This is my story animated. I'm going to message you on Snapchat after I end this video and tell you that this was a good video, for one, and two, I'm looking forward to the future, and I'm going to do that suggestion thing too. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. This was definitely a good reaction, and ended up being kind of long. I had quite a bit to say to this 15-minute video. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. I still need to do a McJuggerNuggets short, a Jessie with J reaction, and an Akmal reaction. And I'm probably going to have to do an update vlog to my aunt's office. But that should be it for today as far as content on my channel. It's not going to be like 15 videos a day anymore because I'm caught up with my reactions. Devil Inside Showcase may happen tonight, but if not, I will definitely do that tomorrow.